Welcome to another meeting of TVholics Anonymous.
My name is Ruru and I am a TVholic.
My name is Mimi and I'm a TVholic.
So today we're going to be just doing a Below Deck Down Under episode. So this is season 3 episode, and I believe it's well, I don't know exactly what episode. Oh, season 3 episode 16, and it's called.
Oh my god, 16!
Yeah, it's nearly
I
over.
can't believe there's so many episodes.
Yeah, there's
How
always
did they
about
drag
20
it on for that
episodes.
long? I'm so shocked. Okay, so
Season 3. Okay, so it's called Come Swell or High Water.
oh yeah, because it was a rocky old boat, wasn't it? So
Yeah.
basically, last episode it
Yeah.
ended where Lara was given the helmet and she's all upset. Okay, it's tipping
Yeah.
her over the edge. The helmet was a straw that broke the camel's back because now she wants to leave because of this helmet.
Okay. And then this episode she made up lies about Captain.
Jason doesn't like me and he never says any words of
God, please.
reassurance.
I want to
And then
slap her.
they flash back to all the times where Jason was like patting her on the back and saying, "You're doing a great job,
Yeah,
mate.
exactly. So she was lying about that as
You're
well.
doing a fantastic job, mate." So
And she also lied about Tzarina to Jason, saying that I don't know what I've done to her and I'm blah blah blah. And she's lied so much this episode. I think she believes her own lies as well.
I think she does. No, with the Jason thing, I think she does believe her own bullshit because she's got the daddy issues as well and some real bad issues.
Yeah, and that's why. Oh, that was so gross that she had a dream about.
Yeah, we're gonna come to it.
Jason.
It was so obvious because.
Yeah, and then she was like acting all like coy with him like that after and like weird.
Why would you admit that you had a dream and you're like attracted to? Because you're not going to get on Below Deck next. I mean, is it not like a violate? I don't know. I if I was Jason, I'd second. Yeah, I think because it's TV, it's fine. But in general, if that was a captain, you would be like, oh no, she can't be my stew next season because like.
No, but men love it. Men love the attention.
Yeah, there is that too.
If it was female, it would be no. Like if it was a female captain, she wouldn't want, that attention because it's like the sea rat. I mean, that's what. Not sea rat. I mean, that's what they call it on another Below Deck podcast. On another, bad TV. But God, I forgot my point now. So basically,
yeah, female captain wouldn't be happy with guys
basically because the men on this show are like terrible.
Yeah, but
they're very rapey and gross.
But I think Lara does believe the fact that she feels like Jason doesn't big her up enough because
so he clearly does.
He does. Obviously, they showed it. The producers, showed the clip, so we can clearly see that. But it was good that I guess the standout thing was that after she went back to firstly, Brie had to come and console her. I just have to say this about this relationship between them. It is so lopsided. She constantly has to big up Lara and you work so hard on this boat and nobody gives you any appreciation. Like, what is all this like cheerleading her on?
Daddy issues as well, and the daddy issues force her to like. She's always trying to impress daddy by being a stew and being the best, and then she gets all upset when anyone, especially any male, comes at her. Because she feels like daddy's coming at me or daddy's telling me off or and daddy's not happy with me and I have to make daddy happy.
Yeah, but still I just want to say that Brie is the thing is that she's constantly cheerleading her Lara, and it's so draining, that relationship, when it's like that, when you're constantly having to like be the supporter and like get help your friend go through all her issues. That doesn't get reciprocated at all. Bree's already said it. I'm not going to burden my good friend who works so hard. Like, I'm not going to burden her. She's already got so much on her plate. That is that lopsided relationship where you can't be open because you know it's not going to be received well. Lara's that mean girl at the top that has all her minions around her. They have to run around her.
It's like a young fawn, a young fawn that's just emerged out of the womb and just like running around, like and then like she's trying to avoid the hunters and stuff like that, and then she's got like she feels like what's her name? Lara's the mother, and then the mother needs support, and
And then she
the
bumped into
dad
a giraffe.
The dad left the
She was
mother,
running
and
around and she bumped into a giraffe.
yeah. But you know what I mean? Like the dad's left the mother, so the mother needs some extra support. So the child becomes like a parent to the parent.
I don't
Yeah,
know,
that's
but
what it
it's
is.
a stupid relationship, and I hope Brie watches this and everyone calls that relationship out on this stuff. That Brie can
No,
never go
she's
to
not gonna.
you.
She's not. No, because I heard an interview with
Is
her
there a
on.
reunion?
No, I heard an interview with her on Bad TV and podcast. Another Below Deck podcast basically is turned into Bad TV. She was just talking about how, oh yeah, Lara, yeah, she's
Yeah,
great,
no,
she's
I even
great.
saw on Watch What Happens Live because one of the questions for it was the two stews that were on Below Deck. So it was Marina and Brie, and it was like the quick fire answers. And the question was, who's more of a with the bobbing heads? Pick who from the bobbing heads. And the
Yeah.
question was, who's more of or between the two? Who's more of a mean girl, Lara or Tzarina? And they said Tzarina and started laughing.
Well,
How?
she was with Lara.
No, it was Marina and Brie. So they have a
Oh
weird
my
warped sense of what happened. So I don't know when they watch this back if they do what their
No,
thoughts are about.
they're not
So
gonna change their
weird.
opinion.
They're so weird. What do
Okay,
you
what did
think
you think
about
about the
Brie's
picture?
feeling about Harry, the whole thing of it all?
Towards the end, she just before she was so intensely like all in on Harry, and now she's like flip flopping, like don't want to be with him, might want to be with him.
I think
Oh
she's
my
got the
God.
ick.
No, because after this season, they went straight on holiday, and they went to so many different countries. They went to Dubai. That's what she was saying on the podcast. She said that they went to Dubai, they went to
And then
Australia,
what
they
did she
went
say
to
after that?
Philadelphia, they went to New Jersey, they went loads of places together,
And then
and then they just like
fizzled
now they're
out.
not together, but they had a really good time.
Okay, I don't know. I don't. It just seems like when the way she's talking that she's getting the ick. I mean, do you find it weird that they keep watching them on the TV security camera, everything?
Yeah, I guess
But
they
I'm
don't have
sure
any
it's pretty
TV work.
entertaining though.
Yeah,
But why do people
they
keep
just don't
standing
entertain
and having
themselves.
conversations in front of the camera?
They can't. They don't have any time to really chill and get away from their coworkers. It's like horrific.
Yeah, no wonder they
I
all
could
go
not do that.
crazy. But what do you
Okay.
think about the fact that they're what was the phrase that Harry used? Wait a minute, I've got it down. That they're exclusive partners on Facebook. Firstly, who uses
Well,
Facebook?
yeah, I think that's a very like Gen Z thing to do. I think they're very Gen Z about it
No,
all.
but who uses Facebook? Gen Z don't use Facebook. So I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
they
it's a
don't use
Harry
Facebook.
thing. Do
Yeah,
you want to become exclusive partners? And it sounds like you're in a partnership, like your sponsorship or something. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. A
You're
lot of
going to
people
become
have lots of things to say
exclusive
about
partners.
the way that they were like weird about the exclusive thing, and also the dating thing, and like a lot of
She just
people
doesn't want him to.
commented
The
on it.
point is that she doesn't want him. She doesn't want to be his girlfriend.
Okay, so now let's move on to
Wait,
the
wait. Before
swells.
that, can I just say, what did you think of when she straddled him in the room and then he hit her head on the roof? That
Well, these
straddle,
things
I was
happen.
like
These things
so
happen.
shocked that someone was straddling Harry. It felt like a little boy. Like I was like, I shouldn't be saying this because I just can't imagine him like doing stuff. It's all weird.
Yeah, it's gross. Um, Now about the swells. The
What about
swells
it?
everywhere. It was
What's
making
going
me
on with
sick.
the stabilizers?
Yeah, the stabilizers they
Sort your
weren't working
stabilizers
very
out.
well, and everyone was puking. You know what I hated? That they just put like a video camera on the door while he was throwing up. You don't need to do that. We don't want to hear the noises. We don't. No one wants
But
to
it's
hear the
not.
noises.
They made it so dramatic. It's not a big deal. People got sick, like on boats. People get seasick.
Yeah, but it's not every episode that you see people get sick. That's
Yeah, but
why.
I mean, like, it's not a dramatic thing, and it's not the crew's fault. Like, what can you do?
Yeah, but we
But
don't need to
sort
see
your
the door
stabilizers
with
out.
people puking.
All I can say is sort your stabilizers out.
But the next day as well, like I thought the guests would be like, oh, let's have a like a land excursion now. Like we can't take it anymore.
Well, they
But
did. They're going on the
no,
beach.
they went on all the sea toys out on the boat.
Oh yeah.
They were like, oh,
But
let's get on the sea toys.
I think like throughout the whole, they're really nice, right? Like for a last charter, they're nice
Yeah,
people.
yeah, they're pretty nice.
But they I think they hate the boat trip. They hated it. They're probably regretting it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
they're like, why did we do this? Yeah, they're not happy about it.
yeah. I think that's first time on a boat probably. Look, by the
Yeah.
looks of it.
Uh, I was actually so obviously. Oh no, we didn't talk about how the fact that Tzarina and Lara, when they were getting ready for the night out, they made up, right?
When they're getting ready for the night out.
Which
Yeah,
was
yeah.
putting a helmet
But
on,
that was
and
just a
then and
fake,
then
such a
Tzarina
fake
came in, but
makeup
Tzarina had
by
to make the effort. She was like, "What are you gonna
yeah.
wear?" And then they did talk it out, like, "I don't want to argue anymore. Like, let's just be
What I
friends."
felt from Serena's end, that was genuine from her end, and from Lara's end, it was all fake, just to like patch things up and make things like put a bow on it quickly
Well, it was
at
because
the end.
by the end, you could see her
But
like
I feel
turning
like
again.
Zarina really wants that relationship to work, and she really was
Yeah,
genuine about the makeup.
she was full on crying about her
Yeah, but
to her mum, right? She was
so was
talking to her
Lara,
mum.
but she full on cried as well. But that was all,
No, but you can
brought on
really
by
see that
herself.
she's so triggered.
Yeah,
Zarina, when she's talking to her mom, like
yeah,
she does have like PTSD from situation
from
from her
school.
school and stuff.
Yeah,
So I can feel it through the camera. Like I feel
yeah,
it's
yeah.
genuine.
And Lara's is just
Through the
all
TV.
brought on by herself.
Yeah, exactly.
Her too.
But then I thought at some point the next day, I did feel like they were all really in a good
Yes.
and everyone, and I was so shocked. I was like, this might be the first season ever in Below Deck that everyone's happy.
At the end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no friction
But
between anyone.
no, but Lara ruined it because she came down all passive aggressive when Zarina didn't hear
Yeah, and
her
then
on
that
on
happened. Then that happened. Yeah, then that happened. But still,
the
that's still
con.
good up until like the episode just before. Everyone was like, it would have been amazing if it stayed like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. You're right. Yeah,
Never in Below Deck history has that ever happened.
you're right.
What did you think about the conversation that Jason had with Lara when they were
Jason
like all
Harden, what?
chilling?
I think he's being very delicate with her, like constantly, because he feels like she can just fall apart, and they've got one. I think he did it on purpose
I think
because
he handled it well though.
yeah, because there's only one chart left, and he feels like she might like jump ship if she's pushed too hard,
I don't know,
you
but
know?
I think he was quite firm but he was fair, and
Yeah,
she liked that because of her daddy issues.
yeah,
It's like, oh my God, like this is like really. And you know, before she said the stuff about her dream, I had a feeling already. I was like, this girl is like getting excited by it.
yeah,
She has
because
a crush on Jason, I know. And then she
yeah.
said the thing about the dream. Like I knew it was gonna happen because she likes that authoritative figure, someone
Yeah,
putting her in her place.
but
And
it's difficult. No, she only lets men do that, that she likes, but
obviously,
she doesn't let women do that. She's got like real weird issues with women. Like she has to be like
it's
she's
not
got
just a
control
woman; it's
freak
the
ways
head
with
of a
women.
department. Like she's the chef.
Yeah, but she's got control freak issues with women. Like she's constantly
Yeah,
controlling them. That's how
but
I feel.
yeah, I think Jason handled that quite well, and you know, he obviously encouraged their apologies to one another, and it did end up happening. So that was pretty good.
Now I feel
Anything?
like Doreen is like totally burnt out by the end of the season. Like she's
Oh yeah,
exhausted.
definitely. There was one point in that scene that they showed Adair, like her body is so good.
Yeah, dear. Yeah,
Adair, yeah, it's like banging.
yeah.
Marina and Nicholas. Okay,
I think they're
wait.
cute together, but
They're
like
cute.
obviously it's not going to last, and she knows that as well because she
She
said
said
that.
that, yeah. I think they're yeah. I think it'll be interesting if they do a reunion
Just
to
a
hear
boat
what they
man.
did. They probably went and travelled a little bit, maybe or something, and but it fizzled out, obviously.
Yeah.
Um, what did you think? Oh my gosh, of the toenail clipping scene.
What toenail clipping thing?
Nicholas and Nate when they were in their room cutting their toenails.
Oh, I must have looked away for a second at my
Oh,
phone
you
or
looked away at
something.
the right time. Nicholas was clipping his toenails over like a bucket, and then Nate was
Oh,
like, "What are the chances that they're gonna go in the bucket and it's not gonna flip onto my bed?" Nicholas
oh
was
my
like,
god.
"It's got a barrier." Nicholas was like, "It's got a little barrier thing on it. Don't be silly." And he was like, "All right." It was just so
Oh,
weird. And
I'm
then
so glad I didn't
they
see
are
it
the most
enough last week.
tamest men
Yes. Oh, okay.
in the
That's
whole
what I want to
history of
say as
Below
well.
Deck. These are the
Yeah.
nicest
So
ones.
yeah, I really love that the way that they keep going to the toilet together.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so cute. It's really cute. I wish that they had these three on
Bathroom
every charter.
chat.
Yeah, like you never get men like this on charter.
No.
And it's really nice and refreshing. Bravo. If anyone from Bravo is listening, we need We need these three men back all the time because they're very nice and very gentle
No, there was
and
that.
very
See, there was that.
comforting.
Yeah, they are. They're really nice together. But
Yeah.
I found that in Med there was that one where Malia was the bosun. Those people were quite nice as well, weren't they?
I don't know.
Z
But
and the
Med
one
had
that liked her.
yeah, but Med has historically had really terrible
Yeah,
men, like right from the start.
this is the best like set of deck like people, the best set of men on a on below deck that there's
Yeah,
been.
yeah, bosuns and
The
deck crew
women are really
basically.
letting. Normally the men let the boat down, but the women are letting the
Yeah,
boat down this time.
but only one woman really, if you want to think about it.
Okay, yeah, one woman.
Yeah, Lara.
Yeah. I like all the rest of them, even Adair.
No, I don't like Adair or Adia or whatever her name is. Is it Adia?
No, but I don't think she's a bad person. Is what I mean.
I want to name
She's
my child
annoying, but
Adia.
I
What?
don't
You
keep saying
saw
a
a
deer.
deer? You saw a deer out the window? No. I want to name her a deer. But why is there a deer here? Okay, no, I can't with
It
that
is in
stupid name.
Australian. It is a deer. It's a deer.
No, she's not Australian.
No, but I'm
She's
saying if you were
from
doing an
the
Australian
South in
accent.
America.
No, I know. I'm saying that if you say it in an Australian accent, it's a deer.
A deer.
So if you can
You
do
got
that,
a deer. Who's got a deer? I got a deer. I
yeah.
can't. Stupid name.
What do you think about Nate and Alicia? Alicia, can't get her name right ever.
I think she just wants attention constantly, and she keeps
Yeah, do
stringing
you
him
believe that's
along. And
what
then,
Tzarina said? That's true.
yeah, so and she realized that I'm going to look dumb as well. So like, I better take Tzarina's advice and like
Yeah.
cut this because
She did the right thing in the end by talking to him. Like,
yeah, but that's
I'm glad.
only because Tzarina basically said you're going to look dumb on TV.
Yeah, like stringing him along. But he's an idiot. Like, he's like, call me stupid, but I see a white picket fence, dogs,
Yeah,
children. I'm like, what part of her reaction to
but
you makes you think about this? That could
some
be
people
anyone
live
then.
in
She
like
could say the
limerick
same
in their
thing.
head.
He would say the same thing about someone he just brushed past on the street. Because that's how much
Yeah,
attention he's getting
yeah,
from
but
her.
he's like a hopeless romantic. That's what he's like. That's why.
But then he could be attracted to anyone if you do that. Like, any woman that gives him a bit of attention, he's going to be like, oh, I can
Yes,
see
I'm
this
sure he
going
is like that. I'm sure he
somewhere.
is like that.
This is going to go somewhere. It's just so
Yeah,
silly.
don't you see him doing that with everyone? Like, I think she loves me. That's what he's like.
But is he Irish?
No.
I
Oh,
think he
yeah,
loves me.
sorry. G'day. I think she loves. Oh, I can't do it now. G'day. Yeah,
I
I think she loves me.
think she loves me.
No, I can't do it. I can't. I think she loves me. Yeah,
Hard phrase.
that's better.
And then at the end, I love it how Tzarina's like to Alicia, you're doing so well. She's kind of like a broken bad person. So, you're
Yes,
doing
yeah.
so well, my little Alicia. I think the next thing we're going to do, you need to get yourself in culinary school. I'll give you a great reference. And I'm like, this girl is not going to culinary school. Don't waste your reference. She doesn't know what she wants to do. Tzarina, please.
She really doesn't know what she wants to do with her life, and she's like, I think she's
She's like,
had like
maybe.
because her twin sister went away and got married and lives in Australia. That's
You're
like halfway
obsessed
across
with
the world. Yeah, she's
You're
had like
obsessed
a
with twin
whole like
sister.
she's had a brain like her brain's like had a
Half of her brain
meltdown.
has gone away because she thought
Yeah,
her brain was with her other twin.
yeah, and she doesn't know what to do with herself. She's lost her sense of identity and like everything's come crumbling down. And I think she's going to go a few years like wandering around the planet, like not knowing what to do.
She's like, but I love it in the confession. She's like, I really enjoyed my time with Tzarina, and maybe it is right. Maybe I should go to culinary school. And it's like, please, let's not pretend that you're gonna go. They're gonna have a reunion. Did you end up going to culinary school?
No, not
No.
yet.
I will though. But I just got distracted. She's got distracted by something else. I mean, that girl. Please, Tzarina, don't give her a reference. Save
What
yourself.
I
Save your
found
time.
really interesting is that they just put her on the show for like she said that she's got no cooking experience or anything, but she's just like she's a like she's self-taught and she likes to cook.
But a lot of
How are
the
you gonna cook
actual
on a new
chefs are
show?
self-taught.
But how are you gonna
There was
how did
another
they test
self-taught
her?
main chef. Who was that?
Oh yeah, Jono. I really liked him. He was so nice. He was so
Was he the
nice. Jono.
Brazilian?
No, he was like from the Caribbean, I believe, somewhere in the Caribbean.
Oh yeah.
Jono, don't
Oh
you remember?
yeah. He was with
On
Asian, no?
Below Deck Med. Yeah, on Below Deck Med
Oh yeah,
last season.
last season. Yeah. Okay.
I really liked him. He was like the nicest chef that there ever was.
I would love to see, now that they're doing the sous chef situation, I need Chef Ben back with the sous chef. I want to see that drama.
Oh my god, he'd kill them. Okay.
But I literally want to see
he's
that drama.
way
But
too
apparently
old.
he might be coming back.
But he's too old for this show now. He's way too old.
They don't have any.
He can't be on the show.
Who was the
Too
last
old.
chef on Sailing?
On Sailing Yacht, I don't recall.
Because
I
there's
don't
only
recall.
female ones now, right? Because they've got the other female one in the main Below Deck. What's her name? The crazy one.
No,
Who
she's
got-
gone. She went ages ago.
So who was the
She
chef
didn't
last
come
season?
back this year. Jono came back, and oh no, on the main one.
The
No.
main one.
Oh yeah. She went after Captain Lee got fired. I don't think she.
No,
was
Captain Lee
more
didn't get
onto-
fired, but Captain Lee. No, that. Who was Who was there with Captain? What's his name? Kelly. What's his name?
Yeah, Kelly, I think.
No, not Kelly. Oh my god, we're so terrible.
I don't know, but let's call him Kelly.
Who was
Captain
that chef on that? I've got to find out. Wait.
No, I know who you're talking about. That woman, the one that.
Yeah, but
the one
you
that
said
I was
she
talking
wasn't
about.
on it.
Huh?
You said she wasn't on it.
Yeah, but I know the woman you're referencing. I think she had a problem with Bravo because she was disgusted by what's his name from Southern Charm? Austin from Southern Charm.
Oh yeah, it was that Nick guy.
He had a thing. It was on Reddit about Austin from Southern Charm. She basically mouthed off
Oh yeah, I remember
social
that.
media about Austin from Southern Charm because he was like kind of really like horrifically rude to her, or like and he was like really like gross with women at BravoCon.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so that's why
it
she
was
got
Nick.
axed.
The last Below Deck chef was that Nick guy. He was older. Do you remember he was British?
No. I would remember.
If you Google
no, there was that young guy on Sailing Yacht. Remember, he was so young. He was like 21.
On Sailing Yacht was on Sailing Yacht that was that guy who fancied Daisy.
Yeah. He was
So there's
really
one
into Daisy.
female chef and 2 males at the moment.
I hope they bring him back again because I like to see that dynamic with
but
Daisy.
I think he was
like, head over heels for Daisy. And it was funny.
Yeah, that's never gonna he's just young like that, but he was actually quite good in that. I think the fact that he was young and came into Sailing, it humbled him. It's better to humble yourself at a young age.
Yeah, but
when you've got ego and you come in,
so long.
When you've got ego, it's difficult.
Yeah, but I don't think he was really nice as well. I don't think
that's
he was
what I think.
horrible to anyone.
But no, I think there were sometimes where he was like overly confident, needs to be put in his place. But he took it on the chin. He took it on the chin and he moved with it. He did change it and he apologized and stuff, which is, I think, because he's young, he's able to do that. The people that are older and they think they're well experienced, they can't take criticism.
Yeah, they're horrible. Especially the worst chef I think was that terrible guy on I think he was on Med, I believe. That Australian guy. Do you remember that weird Australian guy?
No, he wasn't the worst. The worst one was that freak from Boston that was was Below Deck Under with Aisha.
Who's that?
Yeah, that tiny little one. He was so annoying. He was so rude.
What, he was Australian?
Got fired. Yeah. He was Australian. He was American from Boston.
Oh yeah, that one with he was bald.
The mop head.
Or something.
No.
Yeah, something a mop kind of thing on his head. Oh yeah,
no,
he was
the other one was the Med was the one that was with the bald one. He was actually a really good chef, but he had that weird situation with the one that talked like this. You know, that cheese stew that was on Med, and she was always getting into it with Kyle. And do you remember she had a thing before the season started?
She's like, I love parties. I love to have parties. That's what I remember about her. I love to have parties.
Yeah, I just love to have parties. And I like to do this and that. And oh my god, that was a feisty old season because that other
that chef was crazy.
And that stew that she had, the one from Australia, the stew with the glasses, and then she became the chief stew. Remember, she was like so extra.
Dan or Chef Dave. She was so crazy.
Yeah. But then there was also a crazy old thing from Below Deck Sailing the first season that ended up liking Chef Adam, who had this
Chef
situation with
Adam, he's a
Malia.
serial
He had
killer. He's a serial killer.
and he tried to kill everyone with their allergies. The guy.
Yeah, but he
He
is
was
so
like, fuck it,
psychotic.
I don't
That
care if they've
man,
got allergies, I'm going to just give them that shit.
don't you feel like he could kill someone? He's definitely serial killer material. Anyone
Chefs are
else? Oh, we
crazy.
digressed so much.
Oh my God,
Anyone
sorry.
else that we need to talk about in Below Deck?
No.
Down Under this
No,
episode?
we should just do a whole episode where we do a deep dive on the chefs, a deep dive on the bosuns, because there's some crazy bosuns around as well.
Yeah.
Deep dive on the stews, who are our favourites and stuff. Let us know if you want any of that. We can go crazy with it.
Yeah. Jason and his kimono. Okay. Like you said last week, it's getting shorter and shorter. The patterns are gross. He looks gross in the kimono. He looks like he should be in some kind of weird porno wearing that. Like, it's just, ugh. It's just not. It's not hitting. It's not hitting like he thinks it's hitting. That's
Yeah, it's
what
making
I
him
have to say.
look gross. I don't think he wants to look gross. Like, he's making himself look worse.
Yeah.
That's not
He's
the
not
impact
understanding what
you
he's
want from
doing.
the kimono. That's not the impact you want from your kimono. It's like, let's try
Yeah.
and make yourself look better, not worse.
He thought he was like looking like
Sexy.
no, like who's that? The Playboy Mansion guy, Hugh Hefner. He
And
thought
no
he was
one
going for
thinks he's hot.
yeah, no, he thought he was going for that kind of robe. That kind of robe, long robe, would have been better to cover up everything, so he doesn't look gross. Okay, no
I
one
don't
wants his
know.
like weird legs hanging out and other bits hanging out.
No,
You know, no one wants to see that.
No, this time he had some shorts with it that he was
Were they
showcasing.
shorts or boxers?
But Lara was like, oh yeah, Lara, the whole dream thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And she was like blushing, and then she was sitting there in the preference sheet meeting, and she was like,
You're right, Lara?
like being all
And she's
coy.
like, yes, I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. And then when he was like giving her advice and things like that, and pulled her, and then when he hugged, and then Tzarina was like, I could have a dream about this or something like that. She made a comment about the dream because she told
Oh yeah, she
Lara
said,
she told
I've had
Tzarina about
dreams
the
like
dream.
this before. It's a little bit different. But
And then she was like, "Shut up, Tzarina," or something like that. She hit Tzarina.
that's probably why she turned on Tzarina after
No,
knowing
she
her.
said that she turned on Tzarina because of like
She
about
didn't
the
hear the
ex.
radio.
No, her ex. Don't you remember? She
Oh
said that.
yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah, go on. What you thought about that?
I'm saying right at the end, that she turned again. Like they'd made up and then she
Yeah,
turned again
yeah,
because
yeah,
she was like, oh, now she said this in front of Jason, and obviously
yeah.
the
She's trying
radio
to
stuff.
out
So it just
me.
gave us some ammo to like
Yeah,
the
but
radio
so what do you
stuff.
think about the other thing that I was talking about?
Oh yeah. So there was some revelations, but I don't know how it's one-sided, obviously. Because she also was very one-sided with the stuff about the previous boat they were on, and she was like, the captain hated Tzarina, and so she fired her. And Zarina's interpretation was different. She was like, I couldn't work with her, so I decided like it's best for me to leave. So they've had totally different stories, and I bet this story about her ex is very different as well. Like I don't think they're besties. She's making it out as though like, and I bet
Maybe they just went for a meal together after work or something like that. You know.
So I'd like to hear
She's
Zarina's
hungry.
side of that. But yeah, I mean, she's just someone who can't really she
She's not
mixes personal with professional too much.
She's not a narrator that we can trust.
She's not a trustworthy, yeah.
Not a trustworthy narrator. Like I wouldn't trust anything she says.
Yeah.
Anyone else
I think that's a wrap.
missed?
I just can't believe you missed the toenail clipping. Like I thought we
I'm
would
so
definitely
glad.
be
I'm
on the
so glad
same.
because I was eating my dinner while watching that, so I was probably like cutting
You
into
would
that.
have
Like,
thrown up.
I was eating pizza, so I would have probably like.
They were like fully bonding over toenail clipping their toenails. It was so gross.
Nasty. I'm shocked that most like there's been loads of swells and stuff like big swells happening all the time, but there's not that much sickness on the boat. Like not a lot of people ever get sick on the boat, and that indicates that all these people. I mean, I get seasick, so like I don't understand how all these people, all these land dwellers, we're all land dwellers. You know, we're not born on the sea. How everyone's not like sick like me, like can't handle the rocking
But
of the boat.
motion sickness is a thing that you either have or you don't. So if you're sick generally, like with car rides with like
Ping, ping, ping. That's me.
theme park rides and stuff, then
Me.
you're typically going to be the person who's sick on the boat. But if you generally are fine with those kind of things, I think it carries into on the sea as well. You generally are okay.
But
So you
no
either
matter
are, you're
what,
not.
yeah, but no matter what, no matter how rough the sea gets, I've noticed none of the cast have ever felt seasick. Apart from there was that one girl or one guy that
But you do get
was
your
puking, and then he had to
you
get off the
do.
ship, or she had to get off the ship. I think that was below deck. One of the main
No,
ones, Medals
what
original.
about Brie? Wasn't she feeling a little bit sick? Remember Brie from South Africa,
I
the
don't
one that
remember.
couldn't get the laundry
Oh,
right.
oh
Like,
yeah,
I need to sort out the laundry. The system is
oh
so
yeah.
confusing.
Oh,
I need labels and markers and everything.
she was really
She was a bit
weird.
seasick in the
I
beginning, I
wish
think,
that
as
we
well.
recap that. Like that
Oh
was
my god,
hilarious. That was
it's so
hilarious.
funny. I don't understand why she keeps on messing with my system.
There were so many crazy. Oh my god! And they all slept with that man. They all went to sleep with that man, and Bree slept with him. Remember that one of the bosun or some a deckhand or something. It was just so gross. A terrible man, another terrible sailor, basically.
Was that Aisha?
I don't think Aisha. No, I'm
That
not
was
sure.
Aisha season, yeah.
No,
Because she was getting crazy. She was going crazy with Brie. She was like, Brie, remember she tried to get to the bottom of the laundry issue, and she was
I
like,
don't think it was Asia. No, I don't
you're
think it was
gonna do
Asia.
the clothes. You're just gonna do these people's clothes, and you're just gonna do the towels and stuff. She was like, don't touch the rest of it. Remember, she's trying to sort it out because she kept blaming Brie was having issues with the other stew. Oh yeah, it was the one that talks like the Russian one. They had lots of
Oh,
problems because it was Bree's word against her word. She's like, it just can't work with
oh
her.
yeah, and she was second stew. She was second
I
stew,
just
and
can't work with her.
and she kept trying to like change her outfits, taking ages. Like when they had
Yeah, but
like
it
dress
was
up
so funny.
day.
The laundry battle was so funny.
No, but I hated that girl because is she Russian or what? Because she kept changing. You know when they had like the theme night,
Yeah, she was
she
taking
kept taking
ages.
ages to get like in changing into her dominatrix costume and things like that. And
Yeah. And
like
she's
she's
like,
so weird. Like she thought it
I
was like it's my
don't
time to shine
understand.
now.
Don't understand what
Ellie,
you're
and her name was Ellie.
doing. Ellie,
Ellie.
yeah. I just can't understand what she's doing. It doesn't take 5 hours to get ready.
Oh my god, Asia. I think she got married.
Aisha! Say her name right.
Aisha,
It's not a continent. It's a person.
Aisha. It's Aisha, yeah. And
Aisha.
anyway, it's the way she says it. But I'm just
Oh, I've
mimicking the
got a
way she says
poo coming
Asia.
out now. I gotta go. I've got a poo coming out.
Yeah,
That's how
but
she
listen, she was living in a van with her man, and they were shitting in a bucket. Okay, all that time. Okay, and then they got married. I'm sure they're still living in the van, shitting in a bucket, traveling around in a caravan around in a RV in America. You guys say RV caravan traveling around the city. Gross.
Yes. Okay, listen, we've
So
digressed a lot. So,
yeah, so there's nothing left I don't think to say about this
no, we've
episode.
talked about all the seasons now, so there's literally nothing
Yeah,
left to say.
yeah. So
We've mentioned it all.
yeah, so like we always say, don't forget to give us 5-star ratings because
Is
that's the
that
only
from
way we know.
Bethany? Mention it all. We've mentioned
Yeah,
it all.
mention it all. Mention it all. Okay.
Alright.
So give us 5 stars and let us know what you love about us, what you don't like about us, and also comment and let us know what you want us to talk about next because that's really important. If you want any show in particular, that would be great. And we'll see you guys soon. Bye.
Okay, bye.